Hi guys, this is actually true. Business Insider actually put this up. The 8 too big to fail banks are required to submit a document called Living Will to the FDIC and U.S. Federal Reserve. This will describe how, in the event of a 2008-like financial meltdown, the institutions could unwind without needing another bank bailout or crashing the U.S. economy. Also, basically what it says is it's basically a scaling out program where basically they end up collapsing the banks. You can look through this document. It's a lot of information. But basically, there are a couple of holdouts. I remember reading in this that there are 5 that have submitted, 2 or 3 or 4 who are holding out. This is all the biggies: JP Morgan, Citigroup, anybody with any amount of money worthwhile regarding the banks. And they're basically asked to submit like their Armageddon plan basically for the next 2008 related financial crisis. And basically, and here's the part that I found very interesting. The liquidity of the company is extraordinary, said during a quarterly earnings call. So they want complete liquidity of any company as an absolute end game. How many big billionaire businessmen do you know that would be ready to put up a financial plan to completely liquidate their company? Nobody I'm aware of, folks. See, I fixed this living wills part, and it didn't take for some reason. This is ridiculous. I apologize. But they're trying to hack my internet so far, it's ridiculous. I've had to redo my internet twice already in the last, I'd say, better part of 15 minutes. So they are trying, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, are they trying. So I apologize for the living wills statement here as far as the title goes. I've been trying to get my titles better, but this is it, folks. I mean, we heard how most of these companies are doing apocalyptic training. Now they're being asked by the U.S. Federal Reserve and the FDIC to turn in living wills, basically how to scale down their companies and liquidate everything. I mean, I don't want to tell you what's going on, folks, but this is the stuff that is bad. I mean, this is the end of the world kind of bad. I mean, I guarantee it probably won't happen this way. Remember, the banks in Rome and stuff ended up going to other parts of the world and restarting, so it's not the end of the world exactly. It's just kind of there. So, I mean, you got to read this and really go into it, but this is what they're calling for. I mean, it goes with all of them. JP Morgan, they got to basically meet with the Fed and the FDIC for qualitative rather than quantitative measures. So the banks basically go through a checklist and down the processes necessary to handle the financial collapse, basically. Financial collapse, economic burden, recession, depression, whatever you want to call it, folks. But a living will is a living will because of what you want to do before you die and what your last will and testament is after you die. That is your living will, folks. And they're being asked to turn in living wills to the U.S. Federal Reserve and the FDIC. If things were not that bad, this would not be done. These are the 8 major banks, folks. And look, Business Insider. I'm going back. There we go. This is it, folks. I'm not saying it's going to be a completely bad, situation, but if they're being asked to turn in living wills, that's it. I mean, what do you need a living will for? These are the last things I wish to do before I die. I hereby give all my assets to the following people who succeed me, and to my sisters or my brothers or my uncles, my cousins. I leave my PlayStation, among various other things, and all my entitlements, shall go to charity if nobody wants them. This also closes all the trusts in my name, and I forfeit all areas of state or all titles of state, etc. So this is it, folks. This is nearly it. The 8 big banks to turn in living wills to the U.S. Federal Reserve and the FDIC. They didn't do this last time, folks. Now they are.